Let's get ready to ribeye. QVC. We're talking about Rastelli's 9-ounce Black Angus ribeye steaks. You get a choice of 6 or 12. So you're going to get 6 or 12 9-ounce Black Angus, which is the pinnacle of beef, ribeye steaks. A feature price of $129 for the 6 or $219 for the 12. The easy pays, $25.80 for the 6, $43.80 for the 12. Shipping and handling is free. Your item number is M80207. You're going to get 6 or 12 9-ounce ribeye steaks, and guess what? You're also getting a packet of that Rastelli's signature seasoning to put on your steak. It's fantastic. I want to bring Ray on if he's still there with the family, and Brittany is there too. Can we just talk steaks, and can you guys share some? I mean, I already didn't get any of the shrimp cakes, and now here you are with the steaks.
Now we're really going to make you hungry because we're kind of just continuing to amp up that experience. But this is our 6 or 12 9-ounce Black Angus USDA certified ribeye steak. So this is really the king of all steak, right? It comes down to the ribeye and the tenderloin steak. That's what everybody wants to have. That's why we've brought so many of these to our QVC guests, and they just love them so much. But before I even get into the details, I just want you to see how big these are. I mean, look at the size of this steak. It is huge, right? So think about what you would pay for if you went to the to a restaurant and ordered this particular Black Angus, United States, all corn-fed ribeye steak.
Yes.
It's off the charts, right? If you go to the restaurants, this 5-star steakhouses, they typically say market price because the price of beef has gotten so crazy, but we're still bringing these steaks to you at this incredible rate, and you're getting 6 or 12 of them. But these are gigantic. I mean, truly one of the best steaks you will eat is the ribeye, but you have to be a ribeye fan, right? The ribeye tends to be a little bit more fatty than a tenderloin steak, but that fat, when you cook it, is like meat candy, right, Brittany? I mean, it really is. And I'm gonna show you that here on the raw meat block, because I know Brittany's kind of standing here saying, give me one to cook, because she wants to cook it for you. But when you see the marbling that runs through the ribeye steak, that's the reason why it's just so incredibly buttery, right, and flavorful.
And that's the fat that melts, right, Ray?
It is. Okay. When you cook that down, when you cook it on this grill or on your skillet, all that fat is going to melt down. But this is not even a lot of fat. If you were to buy this ribeye steak at the grocery store or the butcher shop, they leave a real thick fat cap on top of here. They also leave all the fat underneath, and then they don't trim the backside, or what we call the tail over here. So we've already taken off about 30% of the fat from this ribeye. That, number one, you're not going to have to pay for with us. But then what we do is we cut down these beautiful, I need a longer knife. We cut down these beautiful 9-ounce steaks that are just going to be, well, I want you to see the marbling once I cut into this. Look at this marbling that's running throughout the meat. All that is what's going to cook down and give you these butter pockets all throughout this steak. I mean, this is Brittany and I's favorite steak. We will take one of these, cut it in half, and this is dinner at least once a week, right, Brittany? Because it's just our favorite steak from how tender it is, how flavorful. Let me give you one so you can cook it.
This is one of those steaks that, since it is that 9-ounce size, that we will split it. Or again, just make 2 of them for our whole family, and we'll slice it down. I've got a wedge salad here that we'll slice down and show you how we make that steakhouse salad at home. But the size of it is great, and we love just that flavor that a ribeye gives.
And
we like all the steaks. It just depends on the night.
Like if you try to get this at a restaurant, like for the 6, our price, they end up being $21.50 each. That's for the 6. If you get the 12, which is what I'm going to try to go for, it's $18.25. You can't get a Black Angus steak for $18.25.
Right. That's exactly right. So yes, you're absolutely right. These are all Black Angus beef, right? Born, raised, and harvested right here in the United States. They're fed what we call corn, right, or corn diet for 160 days. So that 160 days is giving us that beautiful white, rich marbling that you see there in the ribeye steak. Yes. But whether you cook it raw like that first one was, or raw to medium, and then or medium well like this one is, they're going to perform each and every time. And again, these are just sizable, very large steaks. So, there's so many uses for it. Whether you just take one steak, like I think Brittany's going to do, and cut it down in half, or one of my favorite ways is to take this ribeye steak, cut it into strips like this, either put it on a salad, right? You can just kind of lay it on top of a salad, or I'll cut them into kind of like finger-length size pieces like this.
Yeah.
Put them on a roll with cheese. You can make 2 to 3 sandwiches out of one of these steaks, and you have a ribeye cheesesteak. We're in football season, right? You want to impress your guests or your spouse or your husband.
I can't
whoever
share
it may
these,
be.
Ray. I'm not
That's it.
sharing these with my guests. I can't share it. I'm being honest. You guys might be able to have the cod. I can't share
Oh
these
my
with y'all.
gosh. You can though. They're just such a beautiful size that you're able to do a lot with them, and then you could just take as many as you need and hide them from everybody else.
Okay, that's good.
Can I
All
use
right,
this plate
thank
here,
you,
Brittany?
Yes.
So, right, look, this is 1/2 of a steak. But again, these are 9 ounces, so it's 4.5 ounces of lean ribeye meat. You're gonna eat all of this. You're seeing a little bit of fat, but that fat's cooking down. You're gonna eat 100% of this steak. There will be nothing left on your plate. So that's what Brittany and I will often do. Half a steak, 1 shrimp cake, or a crab cake, or something along like that to go with it. A nice surf and turf. I mean, think about what surf and turf would cost you to go to the restaurant and have that experience. You can have it at home with a better steak than most places serve, because most places are not bringing this grade of beef to you, and at a fraction of the price, right?
Yes.
That's really why this is so exceptional.
It really is. And you know what? People are loving this 12-ounce option. You're saving, 12-item option.
Pack, right.
You're
Yep.
saving $39
Wow.
if you get the 12-count option. Shipping and handling is free. You are saving $39 to have Black Angus ribeye steaks.
TJ, you sort of get everything that you need here too. These guys come to you individually packaged
Right. Okay.
and blast frozen, so you just take out whatever it is that you need. Defrost these in a bowl of cold water for about 30 minutes, and Ray gave me a great tip a long time ago. Once it's defrosted, let it sit out for a little while. Just get that chill out of it. And from there, you're also going to receive our Rastelli signature steak seasoning. This is a great blend of black pepper, a little bit of kosher salt, some onion powder, onion salt, garlic powder, and that's gonna blend together beautifully. You can sprinkle that on either before or after. But again, once you just get that little bit of the chill out, from there you can grill it, pan saute it, and really the options are endless. However you like to cook your steak, you can go ahead and do that. But this was sort of the steak that made me realize that it wasn't me at home. I just wasn't buying the right meat.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I met my meat man over here.
And just a little tip, as Brittany said, if you're in a pinch, run under cold water. But really, when you cook your steak, any steak, not just ours, you want to get it to room temperature. If you cook that steak to room temperature, or get it to room temperature before you cook it, you're going to be shocked at the difference in how that steak performs for you. But also beyond that, once you do cook it to whatever temperature you desire, again, rare, medium, or well done, let it rest, right? Take it off the grill. I like mine kind of medium. I'll typically take it off at like medium rare and let it rest for anywhere from 2 to 3 minutes before you actually go ahead and start eating it. So let it get to room temperature before you cook it. Let it rest after you cook it. You're going to be shocked at the difference. But again, you have to start with a great piece of meat first, and that's what we have here for you. Again, all Black Angus beef, born, raised, and harvested here in the United States. It's corn-fed for well north of 150 days. That corn feeding is giving it that beautiful marbling. But again, these are raised out in beautiful open air, green pastures. I mean, when you taste the steak, you'll understand how it's treated and how much respect we have for what we do, right? We want to bring you the best eating experience with any of our products, but our steaks are really where we cut our teeth. That's how we started 47 years ago today. My mom and dad started the company, and it was all about the meat, right? We've evolved, and we've continued to bring all these beautiful items to you. But this steak and our tenderloin steak is really what has helped us continue to grow the business over the last 47 years. So that that's telling you something, right? If this steak has helped us to stay in business for 47 years as a family-owned company, you're going to have a great steak.
I love that you said that. Listen, there's no auto delivery on this. So if you are watching right now, put this in your cart. We have limited quantities. There's no auto delivery. So I would take advantage of that 12. But guess what? Get the 24. You know you're going to eat it. You know you're going to love it. You're saving $39 if you get the 12. We only have 200 remaining. Do not wait.
Wow.
So Ray and Brittany, how long does this last in the freezer if I want to stock up?
Great question. They're going to last about 18 months in your freezer. But one of the really nice things about the vacuum packaging So if you want to just take these out, let's just say like on a Friday, and you don't use it until Monday or Tuesday or even next Friday, that's okay. They will last in your refrigerator for a full week to 10 days because of that vacuum packaging. So 18 months in your freezer.
That's great.
And once you go ahead and pull it out and put it in the fridge, that's exactly right. About 7 to 10 days, depending on how cold your refrigerator is. But really, it's a nice feature. But they just thaw out so fast, TJ. If you run them under cold water, in a matter of 10 to 20 minutes, right, they're ready to go. Let them get to room temperature, and you're off and running.
Thank you so much. Listen, I'm learning so much just from being here, but I love that I don't have to feel the pressure of, oh, I just defrosted this steak. I don't want it to go bad. I don't have to feel the pressure. I can have it Monday, and then I can have another one Thursday. And I hope you have one. Look, put these in your cart. We only have 200 remaining. Our feature price is $129 if you want the 6, or if you want the 12, it's $219. You're saving $38 savings if you get that 12. Your item number is M80207. Shipping and handling is free. It's Rastelli's. They just know what they're doing. It's Black Angus Ribeye Steaks. Where else are you going to get